Recording. I wonder how long it would last, though.
Voice.
You found it? Oh, I typed in voice recorder and it popped up a voice recorder.
My recorder, maybe?
Is that like an app that you've got already, or? I guess the best idea for making a podcast would be both of us to record audio, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're sitting at a computer and we both got a mic, it should. I mean, you would want separate audio for each person. That way, we're not talking. That way, we can organize it so that we're not just meshed together. You know.
This is the one I have, but I don't know, that's ads, and so I don't want that.
Yeah, nobody wants ads. Like, what? It'd be so stupid. You're in the middle of recording a podcast, and then the recording cuts out because the person recording got an ad.
I don't have, what is yours to?
Mine's just recording. I literally type in voice recorder.
How could I not have one on, we should always on your, camera or whatever.
Oh, you have a default camera on your, your camera stuff already records. Why not Samsung should just have a thing that's already built in?
Samsung
Here,
might.
let me see your phone.
I don't know that.
Okay.
I've searched voice, I've searched recorder.
Maybe it's because I already had one.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I downloaded it to make voice recordings.
Google doesn't. I don't have anything listed on my phone already.
Okay.
Google.
You try Google Play?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I'm gonna look at Google Play in a second. I was looking to see if something came standard on my phone.
Okay. Would it be just us talking a podcast? Or because a lot of podcasts have their themes.
I would like for us to have a theme. We'll start. Not that we have to stay on that theme.
Yeah. Well,
but I would like to have a theme that we come back to. That we're us.
Yeah. If we had a third person, we could do something.
And I would like to. Maybe. If people can't be here, maybe we have them on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just have them on the phone.
Look,
or
a lot of the podcasts I listen to, the one I really like, and it's gonna sound like an ad or something. It Distractable. It has Markiplier.
Okay, hold on. Save that.
I'm already recording.
Oh.
I've been recording this entire time.
Oh.
I've been recording for 3 minutes.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because I wanted it to be natural.
Oh.
But yeah. So it's got Markiplier and his two friends who've been together forever.
Okay.
They've been making videos for years together, but they've had 3 different podcasts too. Recently, it's been Distractable. They've been doing that for a few years now, but they have a game format where one person is the host, right?
Okay.
And they come up with a game idea, and it can be any kind of thing. Yesterday I was talking about they were asking each other 20 questions. What's the smell after it rains and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Petrichor, all that stuff.
Yeah, and they each time they assign points to whoever based on what they like or if they get answers right or whatever. The point, it's a bit like Whose Line Is It Anyway, which they've talked about too, where it's kind of arbitrary.
What?
They assign points.
Yeah.
Arbitrarily.
Oh, yeah.
You went off.
Yeah.
You stopped listening.
I did. I zoned out.
The premise is that whoever has the most points wins, and they've kind of changed their format a bit over the years because they started realizing they weren't really doing it right, or they weren't doing it the way they wanted to do it, and so whoever wins hosts the next episode.
Okay.
Which they recorded someday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that format. We don't have to copy that format perfectly because we only have us two. If we had a third person, it'd be kind of cool to do maybe once in a while we do a game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We could do one of those stupid games when we have game night or something. we could get permission
Yeah.
from our friends,
Yeah.
whoever it is that we may have over. We won't name any names
Yeah.
at the moment because I want to get their permission.
Yeah. Use the names and stuff.
But we could get their permission to record game night, and if for some reason anybody shares something, we could always go back and edit that out.
Oh yeah, I mean,
somebody edit, because you know how I talk way too
yeah.
much.
I mean, at a certain point, we'd probably either need to learn how to edit, or we'd need to pay somebody to edit for us.
Yeah. I mean,
And there are people out there, yeah, but there are also people out there who need that kind of job, and we meet. So, like a lot of the YouTubers and stuff who do their own podcasts, they meet a lot of great editors.
Oh
that
yeah,
way.
I would definitely get to that point because I have a huge problem listening to myself.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Because I feel like I sound like Gomer Pyle. Do you know who Gomer Pyle
Yes.
is? Okay.
We talked about it before.
Okay, I couldn't.
See, we should have recorded our stuff a long time ago.
I've smoked stuff since then.
You've smoked a lot of stuff since then.
Yeah. When did you start recording? Were you recording before I was talking about chilling out on the couch and recording video?
Yes, because we were talking. Then I mentioned we should record now while we're just sitting here.
Okay.
Were
you recording before you mentioned that we should record it?
No.
Okay, so
I've been recording
after you mentioned that we should.
Yeah, according to this, I've been recording for about 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes.
That's what but I don't remember how, time wise, like had
I don't remember time.
Had I already said?
We can go over again. I mean, we're probably gonna have to listen to this back.
Oh no, I'm uploading this raw, just to
get an idea of what people like.
Yeah, just.
All right, some. This is probably definitely somebody's format. Somebody's just gonna sit there and. Some people like that. Yeah. Some people listen to podcasts just to feel like they're part of something, or they got it on the background, you know. Yeah. So I know, like that's a common thing too. And I think it's maybe not a problem for today's society, but maybe it is.
Yeah.
Where people will listen to a podcast, and the people are so casual with each other that they feel like they're part of that group. And it makes them feel more attached to whoever they're fans of.
Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about with this whole, like bookstore thing and, recreation and what we were talking about in the car about I really want to build a community.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also tie that in with, the fact that I would love to have, you and your brother and our family and,
like a family,
Papa and all of that, and our friends, like all of us close living in on the same property. I mean, of course we need space because sometimes people get on my damn nerve.
Yeah.
And I get on people's nerve.
Oh yeah. Nobody wants to be around everybody 100% of the time.
But so I want a community. And I want to help people. I read this thing the other day, and I couldn't tell. I'm sure it was on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it just said something about how basically people want a community. And I think was going into the car. I was going to go into this in the car, and I got distracted. People want a community, and they complain about not having a community.
Yeah.
So say you're a young woman like I was, a young single mom, and you're complaining because you don't have anybody to help you watch the kids, and you're stressed out, and maybe baby daddy ain't paying child support, and all of this, and you want this community, but you're not willing to be community for anybody else. Like you're not willing to watch your sister's kid one night so that she can do something so that you can, or you're not willing to host somebody that's sick or ill, or and I want to change that. Like I want
It just
people's focus to be community.
yeah. The problem, always the problem. Then this is something people are probably going to think of, and maybe it's just us being weird. Yeah, I noticed that fly or the gnat, whatever it is,
Tallulah needs to. Oh, where's my dog?
outside still.
Oh, keep
that
talking. I'm gonna go get.
you're going to leave me to fill in the dead air.
No, no, no. Just keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking.
Okay.
I'm really loud. Keep talking.
Okay. I'll move this thing over so we can. Here.
Hey, keep talking.
I forgot where I was. Oh. Oh, here come the dogs. Well, that'll fill in the dead air.
I mean, she's out there still barking, so she's not.
She loves being outside. So, a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but some people would take advantage of somebody being that kind. Like, if you're going to look at, like, oh, I look after your kids this time, but then you kind of expect it.
Yes.
And it's kind of unfair to the people who are just trying to be part of their community.
Yes.
Because then you get taken advantage of, and nobody wants that.
Yes. And then you end up in a situation where you have no communities, just like we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we live in a society where we don't have community anymore. And now we have, or we're seeing more death and destruction and all that. And anyway, I didn't want to get into that right now because I could talk about we're supposed to be talking about
community and our business.
Well, yeah, our podcast and
well, that's the point.
Is it still called a podcast if it's a video on YouTube?
Yes, because I keep bringing up Distractable because that's the main podcast I listen to at the moment.
Distractable?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's the story of my life right there.
Well,
that's the Markiplier guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's him and his two other friends, which is kind of the going joke. Because Markiplier, he's definitely more famous than they are.
Yeah.
But the always joke is like, oh, they're Markiplier and friends.
What's the show? The show is just called Distractable.
Yeah. They had another podcast called Three Peens in a Pod.
Okay.
But they have a visual format too.
He must be the dominant personality in the group.
They have their own YouTube channels and everything, but he's the one. I think he got more out there. For them, they like their jobs.
What are their names? Oh, see, that's horrible. Like, you don't even know their names.
I know their names. I just got to think about it.
Okay.
It's Bob and Wade.
Bob and Wade.
I don't know their last names.
I mean, that might be why nobody remembers their names. It's just Bob and Wade, and his name is Markiplier.
It'd be well, it's Mark. He came up with the name Markiplier.
I know.
He wasn't named Markiplier by his mom.
No shit, Sherlock.
There are people out there with weird names.
I know that.
He could have been named Markiplier.
No, but my whole point was he's known as Markiplier, and that's kind of catchy. That's like,
oh yeah, they're
Mr. Beast or what's that other dude's name?
I mean, if you can't think of it,
PewDiePie.
Oh, PewDiePie. Yeah.
Well,
his friends. I mean, they're not just Bob and Wade online, but they're much harder names to pronounce or to use in casual conversation.
Gotcha.
Because I think Wade's online name is like Minion77 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Or Lord Minion77 something.
Well,
and Bob's is Meisker because it's a play on his last name, I think.
So I think too, what like you and I have a YouTube channel right now. It's nothing.
I have a YouTube channel too.
Okay.
But I made it when I was like 14.
Yeah, so it's
to make weird Naruto like stories that were on there.
I think I made one video
for school or something.
No, not even for school. It was
random?
like I think I was depressed and laying in the bed in the dark. Like you couldn't even see my face. Well, I don't even know what I was thinking. I think no joke. Like I've posted some videos online of other people. Like I posted videos like your brother's band stuff, and I've posted tons of videos of the dog or Joe playing with the dogs or whatever.
It's much harder to post a video.
I very rarely post videos myself because number one, my face is kind of crooked, and I'm old. And fat.
I get that. I'm right up there with you.
And so I think I've probably posted 2 videos of myself online in my life, and I think I was crying in both of them. Like, how fucking pathetic.
Ugly
is that?
crying.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that was why I was in the dark. Was because
you were crying.
nobody could see me. The second one. No, that might have been the. That might have been the second one.
We're already at 15 minutes.
Oh,
Only 45 minutes to go to make a full podcast.
Is that how long they are? Normally an hour?
I bet usually an hour, a little bit longer. I think that's a good format because, I mean, most movies and stuff are also going to be an hour.
Yeah.
And like a lot of now, if we're doing a live stream, that can last 6 hours.
Yeah.
But we're nowhere near that. I have no content.
Okay, wait. What was I just talking about?
You making videos?
Oh yeah. Let me finish what I was saying. I think that was the second time. I think the video on YouTube might have been the second. I'd have to go back and look and see when that video was.
Yeah.
Because the other time, which is more memorable, was when Mama was sick right before she was dying.
Yeah.
And I needed to tell everybody immediately. So I went to just post and to just record, not post, to record an informative video. It may have been a live. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
And I started talking, but as soon as I started talking, that was it. And I remember I was in my car and I was just blubbering. It was horrible.
But that's also how a lot of videos go viral. Sometimes, like you see the videos of girls or guys having breakdowns.
Yeah.
In the middle of their cars for no reason or for some reason that is only specific to them.
Yeah.
And then it's just like everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be like, oh, you're that girl that.
No, nobody wants to be famous for the Leave Britney Alone thing.
Yeah, like for that one thing. That one just like, you freaked out and shaved your head, didn't you?
Yeah, that's definitely that's dating us as our ages and stuff. Yeah. It's like we're making references to stuff that was, 20, 25 years ago.
Which is pathetic.
But because today's stuff always sucks.
Yeah.
Talking about the weird drama that went on before people could just record it, or had an easy method of recording it.
Well, because a lot of drama today, I don't even understand. Like, who's mad at who online for somebody, and
somebody looked away from somebody else, and that started a whole blood feud.
It's stupid. So okay. Back to what we're gonna do.
Maybe we should be called distractible.
Yeah. Off in La La Land.
We're the better distractible.
So the only thing that we have decided on
podcast-wise or
podcast, whatever way, is the thing about it is. That's it. And that's just because
Papa does it.
And we think it's funny.
It's hilarious. And I think that's how people randomly get started. They pick something that's stupid. And like, I've literally listened to podcasts where they didn't even have a name for the podcast until about halfway through the first or second episode.
Yeah.
There's a podcast by these guys that I've listened to. I've listened to their podcast. I've listened to they play D&D and stuff. It was My Brother, and Me. That was the name of the podcast. They didn't have a name to begin with.
Yeah, this is my brother.
Yeah.
Girl, this is my other brother. Yeah.
Yeah, and they ended up calling it Mabim Bam. I'm like, they didn't have a name plan for it. They just kind of popped up.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was getting. I don't even know where I was going earlier. I was talking about Markiplier and how his name is easier to remember versus the other guys. Mm-hmm. Because when those guys made those other guys, Bob and Wade, when they made their channels, they weren't thinking about becoming famous.
No. All right. A lot of them, came into their stuff from other stuff. Yeah. I've watched more Markiplier than anything else. I like some of their other, Wade and Bob's videos too.
But it wasn't necessarily I'm going to start out and I'm doing this and I'm going to gain hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of followers. They have no idea if they're going to be successful. Yeah, so this is my name. It's a play on this. I think I don't remember if my YouTube channel is Jessica00 or if it's Miss Messy Mississippi. Maybe it's Miss Messy Miss. Maybe it's
Oh yeah,
Miss.
you got.
I don't
If
remember.
people are gonna listen to this, they're gonna go looking for it.
Yeah, I've had a lot. I've had a lot of names. Well, if we're honest with ourselves, like for a while,
Yeah,
the majority of if anybody listens to these, it's gonna be people that
I'm bored.
maybe that know us maybe.
If we send it to them, if we just leave it out there.
I'm definitely I'm sending this. Hey, Blake and I are being stupid. We're thinking about making a podcast, and this is us talking about ideas and just ADHD and going off.
I do
tangents.
I do worry about like if we ever did become famous.
Yeah.
There are some crazy people out there.
Oh, 100%.
Who will show up at your house.
Oh, we know crazy people.
Yeah,
we got crazy people back in Mississippi.
We got people in the family.
Yeah.
In the family.
In the family.
But I'm always worried about because people will do that. They'll hack into your stuff.
Oh yeah, people would be driving. I watch these people on YouTube and they were like, "Can you please not drive by my house?" And it's not like we don't live that far off the road, so.
And depending on how, I doubt we'll probably get super famous.
And I don't want to.
I know I don't. I've never wanted to be famous. I want to be rich.
Yeah.
I don't want to be famous.
No, yeah.
But also, podcasts. With ads and stuff, they generate a decent amount of money, especially if you do it regularly. And like that. That's another thing. If we get into doing podcasts regularly, who would we want to represent? Or would you just allow whoever to put ads on our stuff? Or
no.
Or we'd that's another thing distracted with us. They do some great ad reads.
Oh yeah, like some stupid shit.
Yeah, because some places are okay with they'll let them do whatever, and I can't do it from my phone, and it probably isn't a good idea to play someone else's ads anyway. I'll tell you after the podcast. I'll show you the videos because they are hilarious, and I love those. They're the type of ads that people will do where they read in the ads in their own way. They're still promoting the whatever, but they're doing it in the way they want to do it, and I think that gives it a nice personal. Because I'm more likely to listen to an ad if somebody else, if the people doing the podcast
came up with their own crap, if they really tried it and they just absolutely love it.
Not just that, if they're doing their own ads, even if they weren't super big fans of it, but they're doing their own version of the ad. Yeah. That is more personal for me than anything else.
I get that. And because I see some people and I'm like, it's like, did you really? Did you seriously?
Some are from McDonald's and stuff. I'm like, guys, we all know McDonald's isn't that great.
Yeah,
McDonald's is good for when you really don't want to.
I'm gonna tell you honestly, I don't need you to advertise McDonald's to me. I'm gonna go get McDonald's if I want McDonald's.
Well, a good ad for places like McDonald's, Burger King, that kind of stuff, and we're gonna pop up on stuff they're getting free.
Yeah,
but usually it's when something new or special is coming out. Like when Wendy's was doing their freaking pretzel bacon pub burger or whatever. That thing was so good. Yeah. And I wish they'd bring it back.
Yeah. Hey, Wendy's, bring back your pretzel
pub, yeah.
Pub bugger.
God, bugger.
Bugger?
I don't want to get buggered by Wendy's.
Did I say bugger?
Yes.
Oh, crap. So anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah, I can think of some people already that would be hilarious to have on it. But I mean,
and we like a lot of these energy drinks. I mean, is there any particular brand we like that we want to be?
Well, I haven't done enough research on the brand.
On what they do,
who they are, what they stand for.
Liquid Death is pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but I haven't done
a lot of research. We know about what they see. But I really like their water.
I did like the mouth feel of their water. Yeah. Not an ad for Liquid Death.
It's expensive. I'd
want to make sure before I
think it's good enough to justify buying it all the time.
Before I like recommended or put my name behind anything, that it was something that I felt was safe
Yeah.
and that they weren't horrible people.
Mhm.
I think.
Now,
But
well, the thing about
mhm.
ad reads is that if we were to do them, we could do them as a separate video, like recording, and then add it in between sections of our.
Oh yeah, where it doesn't have to like break it up, and we could just go, and here's an ad from
Mhm.
our sponsor,
And then we have an ad right there, and then we come back.
Willow the Chihuahua.
Mhm.
We'll advertise for Chihuahuas.
Oh, we definitely could. Oh, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
local places
yeah,
too,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
people you've gotten Willow and
yep.
Calliope from.
If Kay and Marty have some more Chihuahuas, we could say hit them up. They got the best.
Mm-hmm. Man, they're pretty good about. I mean, they're not breeders specifically. They're not like a puppy mill or anything.
Yeah,
They're just people who happen to have dogs
and help other
and they're
people who
connected to
have
other people. Yeah.
dogs all over North Carolina, South Carolina.
I mean, in general, you should probably adopt. You know,
Yeah,
if you
shelter.
you should go shelters first,
Absolutely.
obviously, because
Absolutely.
there's a lot of good dogs, a lot of good old dogs who need
Yeah.
homes. But I also get the fear of adopting like an older dog, because you get less time spent with them, especially if you fall completely in love with them, then you lose them in like 2 years,
Yeah.
and that breaks my heart because those old dogs need a lot of love.
They do. And I want them all. I really do. But God bless America. My brain just won't let it. Like, my, like, executive dysfunction or whatever
Mm-hmm.
just says, oh, yes, you want all these things you love so much. But then the executive dysfunction says, yeah, but you're going to sit right there on that couch
Make a podcast.
and talk about making a podcast.
I
And
mean, for right now we've got. I mean, I'll have to do a thing at the beginning. We might have to edit a little bit, or maybe post it. I don't know, because we got to talk about the name.
yeah.
Now, where I mean, the idea is to post it to as many things as
Oh,
possible. Ooh, you're getting a
what we
call.
got? Oh, no, that's for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
What, what?
We're gonna have our first guest. It's gonna be Sam.
What did I set the yeah? Be like you're on speaker and we're recording, but no, that was not. That was telling me about my chiropractor, but that's tomorrow, so I don't know why.
Did it just do that thing where it sends you to the day
No,
before?
no, that was an actual alarm. I don't know why
Oh.
I did that. I do. Oh.
Well, you can set alarms to remind you the day before too. I don't know why you would.
Yeah,
The whole point of an
no,
alarm is to like, oh, this is happening soon.
no. What I do is when I'm at the counter with them, I set the. I mean, I pay my bill,
Mm-hmm.
and I set up my new appointment, and I stand at the counter, and
And make the
I
alarm.
put it in my calendar, and then I go to my notifications, and I put a notification in my phone for um, a day before and an hour before.
Is it for Thursday?
What?
The
My chiropractor?
yeah.
It's
Okay.
tomorrow at 2
Okay. Just make
or
sure.
3. Something.
Yeah, you might have forgotten what day it was.
You know I have ADHD when you distract me. Um, I put the notifications in, and then the day before, I'm gonna get that notification at some point during the day, and I'm gonna go in then, and I'm gonna set up a reminder for exactly how long I need before my appointment to start getting ready and get out of here and get to my appointment on time.
Yeah.
Because if I do not,
You just won't do it.
appointment time will come and I will be sitting here. It can like you can remind me when I get up, hey, don't forget
Yeah.
you got that appointment
Look,
today.
we were talking about going to the gym today.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
yeah.
I know. And then we talked about it like 10 minutes before. And then 5 minutes later, I was like, oh, I forgot.
It's so hard getting to a gym specific thing is like such a hard thing to just go start doing. I envy those people who can just do that.
Yeah.
Who can be like, I'm just gonna go do this and just go.
I envy anybody that can just do anything. Like in their head, I'm going to do this. And then they just go do it.
Oh yeah, I'm the type of person I have to plan the day before.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna go do this, or like when
you
I
gotta
was
give me a heads up.
well, the day I went and got my library card,
Mm.
I was like, there was days before I was like, okay, on this day I'm gonna go do this because I can go to school, then I can come back and go straight to the library without even coming home.
Yeah.
Because once I get home,
I'm
I don't want to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, finished.
And that which sucks because then you've like you've got stuff. You got softball, kickball, and you want me to come, and I'm like, I've been out. I've been doing stuff. I don't really want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But
You're like, had you told me and had I never came home.
Yeah, had you said just meet me here,
yeah,
I probably would have just gone.
Yeah. I've been there. I know that. You're a lot like me.
Yeah.
I hate it. And that's why I get frustrated. But you're a lot like me. And clearly we did mention in this entire thing that you're my child.
Yeah.
I'm your.
Oh, yeah. I'm assuming people could take context clues.
Well, I did say
'Cause
Papa.
We talked about Papa, and we talked,
Yeah.
and you talked about being a single mom.
Yeah. I did. But,
You're not a single mom anymore.
No, not a single mom anymore. Nope.
So nobody hitting up my mom.
Nope. Been married a really, really long time. Sometimes it feels like I'm single because he's always gone. God, he works so much.
Yeah, he clearly he hates going out and being like out there and stuff.
Oh,
he would much rather be home doing like.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, a lot of the stuff he does, if it wasn't for the fact that he has to actually go to a place and do something there, a lot of times, half the stuff I've seen him do, he could just do right in the office. For a couple hours.
He could definitely do. I would probably say the majority of his managerial work, which is what he's supposed to be, is
it's the only thing he's supposed to be
manager.
Doing. Yeah,
can be done from home. But right now the company doesn't have. Hold on, the company doesn't have enough techs to go around to all these sites to do all this work, this calibration work. So he still has to go to all these sites to do that work.
Yeah, I mean,
on top of the managers,
if they want to have an ad on our podcast,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will definitely advertise for. Well, I'd have to do some. I mean, Joe might work for them. That don't mean I'll advertise. For
them. But I mean, the idea would be like, if they need technicians and people who happen to be listening to our podcast happen to be good at calibrations.
Yeah, calibration.
But they need a job. They need technicians.
Yep, absolutely. You can comment, text us, message us. How's that work?
I have no idea.
I'm sure that something on this,
depending on what format.
Some way.
Yeah, I figure we
just comment.
We can post it on YouTube Music, and whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of whole crap to go through before we post this.
We'll figure this out. Hell, it might be 30 days before we get this post up.
Or we might do it tonight.
Well, we haven't even said, we don't even know. We haven't given any indication of when it is, what day it is, what's going on in the world.
No, we just throw it in there.
We just started talking.
I mean, at the very least, it's not going to be like a few years. I'm like,
no.
Remember this? What we did before?
No. And I would like to.
I think I mentioned that it's 2025.
Maybe.
No,
I did say that we were in North Carolina, so we gave a little idea of.
We've been talking for about 30 minutes, so it's like. And I do this when I make other messages for people and stuff like that. Where I'll forget completely what I talked about throughout the thing.
I see these guys do like little reels on Facebook or TikTok or whatever. And they'll go like breaking news or urgent news or whatever. And then they won't say like the date.
Breaking news from 6 years ago.
Yeah. Or they'll show these videos. I'm not gonna call anybody out because I follow these people and
clearly you
I watch them. I appreciate what they do. I think they're fabulous. They're great, but I just want to strangle them because I'm like, really? Can you say, hey, today is so and so? I mean, clearly, if you don't know what day it is, like me, hold on, let's look. October the 22nd. Yeah. But like, if you're reporting on news or current events, like I would say, hey, today is Wednesday, October the 22nd. This is your breaking news.
Something just happened.
Something, whatever. Like, but then you've got people that do these videos where they find assholes that have done like some crappy stuff to people, really racist crap or
Yeah.
whatever it
They
was.
call them out.
Yeah, and then I'll go and I'll look it up, and it's like from a year ago.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why did you just post this? Like, I mean, if you don't have any new content about people being assholes, that is
That's a good thing.
fabulous.
What I mean, that could be a segment we do for this one. Is that we find good news.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all the weed you're smoking.
Yeah. I'm not smoking any weed.
They might come after us though. We're
I
talking.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so there was a website I used, and I'd have to find it. I don't know if they'll stop the recording. So there was a website that literally posts all the good news that's happening in the world right now.
Oh, that's nice.
It's such a good website. I mean, my thing is, like, it's still going, so maybe I can change it. I'm afraid to leave though because we're already 35 minutes in.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to go like Discord or something without.
Okay,
Like, I've done that before.
Let's just wait.
Yeah.
So maybe. So we talked about themes earlier. I don't know if we talked about themes since we've been recording, but so what about we? Basically, since this is going to be my focus, because you want to run a
Bookstore and
bookstore and
stuff.
stuff.
Bookstore, game store, comic book.
Yeah.
All that junk.
Which clearly I want to be involved in that.
Yeah, clearly. I'm going to need you to get the stuff because you have all the experience that I don't.
Maybe for theme wise, maybe each podcast is about mental health in some way.
Yeah.
Or some kind of skill or something that you could learn in counseling.
Yeah. Look, I mean, you're doing a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think the whole podcast should be the central theme.
No. And then take that information, and we're gonna go off on tangents just like we've done this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's very like open-ended kind of podcast.
And then we're able to like tie it, but we keep coming back to that theme, and we just keep tying it in to all this real life stuff that we've experienced and stuff that is going on in the world, and stuff with
I feel like you're gonna be quieter than I am because I'm closer to the
with friends. Well, I mean, when we do this, we'll make sure that we're equal distances
Yeah.
away.
Because I mean, this would definitely be our first episode.
Yeah.
Just because I like the whole like it's all over the place kind of thing, and it's nice for people to like if people are interested to see the kind of how we've began versus like imagine we're like 200 episodes in, and we've gotten our format down to a T. Yeah. And people can go back to the first episode and go like, wow,
how did they start? How did they start? We were a freaking hot mess.
Oh yeah, we were all over the place.
And like
I'm much louder on this thing.
It's probably not always going to be this quiet around here because there are 4 chihuahuas.
Yeah.
And
they're loud.
Yeah, 3 of them just happen to be sleeping at the moment, and 1 is outside.
Yeah, I mean it's like what 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 2:30.
Yeah. It's a balmy, like 60 or something degrees outside right now.
Yeah.
This morning it was like 50 degrees. Then I stepped outside with Willow to let her use the bathroom. And I'm like, didn't feel like 50. It was nice and warm. It's like very comfortable temperature. I was thinking like if we were to do segments, like we write down, we talk about this, or we talk about a thing from this point, like we're at 38 minutes.
Like 15 minute segments, 30 minute
50,
segments?
Yeah. Okay. We'll fit like 15 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe. Depending on how long we want the podcast. We talk about various, like, here's the good news for the day. Here's something that happened on this day. Here's a history fact.
Oh, yeah. And then maybe our last 15 minutes can be, hey, here's your, how is like, we talk about all this stuff, right? And then we can talk about mental health at the end, 15 minutes.
So we can talk about stuff you've learned that you think is interesting that other people might know.
Yep, something that might help, or something that say maybe, I talked to that best friend of mine, and maybe we learned something and that I can share, or, her and I talked about something. And
I feel like we need and
I feel like at some point I'm gonna say her name. So,
It eventually come up. Yes, I've said her name.
and anybody, did you say her name?
Yeah, earlier when you got your alarm.
Oh yeah, you
And
did. All right, sorry, Sam.
it's fine. You've mentioned the people we got the puppies from.
I did. I did.
We didn't give last names.
I did Marty and her on purpose.
Okay.
Just because.
Yeah, but I don't want to
But
we have to talk to them.
But their stuff is private on like Facebook and stuff anyway, and I'm not gonna give anybody's last name.
Yeah.
Anyway, like if somebody comes on here and they want to say hi, I'm so and so, so and so,
Yeah,
so
here's my
and so, so
business.
and so. Yeah. I mean that's absolutely fine.
But I mean, anybody's coming on with a business, they got to pay us a little bit. We need a little something.
Don't mention your business on my business. If
on our podcast.
If you're in, maybe this is a business. This could be a business.
I mean, just get up and work.
We could wrap this into
People
a business.
Make good money from podcasts, especially if they do it regularly.
Do we need to trademark our name?
I have no idea. Patent it, maybe. I mean, we'll take some time. We'll look at the various stuff before we post this.
Because I promise you, if somebody steals my name, I'm gonna go fuck somebody up.
I mean,
you gotta excuse my language.
Oh, I mean,
my mama had a really bad mouth. My husband's a sailor. I have no self-discipline, apparently.
I mean, it's fine. There are people who curse in podcasts, but it will, it will cut out some of the things.
I will try to be. I don't know. Do I want to?
You can. I don't curse, so you can curse for the both of us.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this is who I is, and I try not to.
This is who I is.
This is who I is, and I try not to.
God, I bet we sound super country though.
Oh, 100%. I told you I hate listening to myself.
Yeah, we can't and I'm sure anybody with an accent can tell that they can't hear their own accent. I feel like that should be a very relatable thing.
Yeah.
Because you spend so much time around it that you're like, I don't hear it at all.
Okay, well, but do you hear other people's?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is so weird.
So I think
it's a different ear. It's a different angle thing.
I think that point. This is no sign. This is me. This is me pulling stuff.
Oh yeah. Fact check anything you hear from our podcast.
Absolutely. I think that the more you start to, what is up with my windowsill? Has there been a puppy chewing on my window?
It's very possible. It's probably Willow. Which is annoying because they've got bones. They got stuff to chew on. Anyway, you were saying?
After death. I think at the point that you start to recognize an accent is because that person has a stronger accent than you. Or you say you moved to an area, say we moved to North Carolina and we've lived in Mississippi, and you were born in Mississippi and I was born and raised in Mississippi, and
North Carolina's a bit more north than
it's different. It's a different dialect. It's a different country southern accent, whatever. And so we hear it and we think, y'all sound country.
The greater, you start getting into Boomhauer territory.
Yeah.
Where you can barely understand what they're saying.
Yeah, because we're what, an hour from Western North Carolina, from the mountains.
I think
and at the
Tennessee
Appalachian area and stuff. Yeah.
We're not super. We're right on the border, I think.
Yeah, well, we're
kind of there, in that area.
Yeah, we're more western than we are central, but we're going central. We're in the area. That's where we are.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Tallulah?
She was going after that fly. The dogs get hyper focused on the flies. They love chasing the flies. That's the only problem with it's a very nice day. It's not super cold or hot right now, but until you're like, oh, I'm gonna leave the door open, but the door is immediately flies.
Yep.
And it's
and then you're getting eaten by fleas. I mean, not fleas, mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Just fleas.
Now, I mean, what we could do is get a screen door for the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
one of those the clip things. Yeah.
Why is it so rare around here for people to have like storm and screen doors.
No, especially since during the fall it's super freaking windy.
Like, I think no, on their side when they don't have any, on their
Neighbors.
front when they might. Oh yeah, on the neighbors. Their front when they might have something.
Yeah. You gotta remember that it's not a visual aspect. So like, if you're pointing at something, people are not going to be able to see, or they're not going to hear where you're pointing.
Yeah. Over there across the creek.
Yeah. Yeah, we got neighbors on both sides. I mean, everybody has neighbors on both sides.
Down the hill.
Unless you live on a farm.
Yeah, but unless I'm specific, because I can honestly say over there across the creek down the hill.
Yeah.
I mean, that is perfectly honest statement.
Yeah, but it's like people listening have no idea if it's a short hill, it's a long hill.
No. That's the longest
They're a mile away.
That's the longest hill ever down that long, deep, steep hill.
It's a ravine for that creek.
On the other side of that ravine is my
Nobody-
neighbor's house.
Yeah, it's actually the Grand Canyon, somehow in
huge.
North Carolina.
It's huge. Huge.
Man, we've been talking for about 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, problem is not our talking is not our problem.
No, it's the fact that we can't keep on topic.
Yeah,
but it's fine. I think that's a certain appeal to certain stuff.
Well, because I think that maybe until we just figure out
our thing,
yeah,
which is fine. Like I said, people are probably going to be into it. The idea of people chatting. I mean, not everything needs a gimmick. There are certain podcasts out there that just are literally taking the same stuff from other podcasts. I was, again, distractible. They were talking about their place on the podcast lists, right? And they were like, they were taking pot shots at other podcasts because one podcast was literally a shorter version of another podcast. It was made with the same people. They just took bits and pieces from their podcast and made a new podcast out of it, like a short form podcast.
Out of Markiplier's podcast?
No, they were. It was two different. I mean, it was the same. Not distractible. It was a podcast that was like they had hour-long segments.
Okay.
And that same podcast made another podcast.
Okay.
That took moments from that podcast and made a podcast out of it.
Why?
To get more views. There's two different podcasts that get...
Because it's short form format and long form format, maybe?
Yeah, but they're not changing anything. They're not making their own stuff. They're just taking pieces from their main podcast and putting them in sub-podcasts.
But they're reaching... You think about it.
A lot of
how smart it is. Because they're reaching a different audience. They're reaching an audience that maybe has time for 15 or 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. But doesn't have time for an hour.
I feel like if you're not... I mean, what's the point of listening to a podcast if you're not going to take the time?
What's the point of watching a One Piece on the short one that we watch?
Well, that cuts out all the filler. And all the 6...
You just answered your own question.
That's completely different.
No, it's not. Because think about it while we've been talking. How much unnecessary pauses... silence there has been, or
not a lot. I've been watching the thing.
I'm not saying that there is a lot of smartass. I'm just saying, just think about that in a podcast. Mm-hmm. Think about how much repetitiveness there is, or back and forth when you could just cut something out. Or
well, I think the editing already does that. I mean, there are probably podcasts out there that are like 2 hours long. They've cut that completely out.
I know. And then there's probably, they just go in and they cut out some more stuff that they felt like was unnecessary. Mm-hmm. Just like they did on the One Piece thing that we watched.
One Piece, yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And you haven't watched it.
Can they? I've watched all of it except for...
You've watched One Piece. You haven't watched One Piece.
Yeah, I did watch One Piece.
A little bit.
Up to
I need to get back into watching it because I was almost caught up. I was already...
Is that legal for them to do that?
Yeah, they're not making money off of it, as far as I know. They're not posting the episodes and making money from the episodes. They probably make money from ads on the website.
Oh, okay.
But that's probably it.
Good. I didn't know if they were getting in trouble.
No, it's a fan thing. Like they just wanted to cut down on the
Oh yeah, no.
Not the filler. Look, there are some filler episodes for One Piece that suck. That just don't need to be in there. There are some that are good. There's a G8 arc which they land after the Sky Island. They land on in this Navy base, like in the middle. It's hilarious because it shows the entire crew splits up because they don't want to get caught. And there's a scene where Zorro is dressed in a navy uniform. He's got three mops, and he's just mopping he's doing.
I think I remember
Yeah,
that.
and
Because it's like he's using it in the style like he would his swords.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the Navy finds him, and they're like, "That's Roronoa Zorro. He's cleaning our floors. That fiend." There's one where Luffy literally breaks the fourth wall. He's walking behind a Navy soldier, a Marine.
Okay.
Yeah. He's walking behind him, and the guy pauses, and he turns around. Luffy moves around behind him, and behind him, towards the camera, Luffy goes. Like, he's got no one else to be doing that for.
Yeah, it was definitely for the camera.
And that's a great arc. And One Piece actually keeps that in. There are two variants of it. You can either get that version or not.
So, I love
50 minutes.
I love the Japanese version.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. And I always said I didn't want to watch
We can watch it in English.
I didn't want to watch, I always said I didn't want to watch the English version because
then the voices are weird.
It was weird.
I think, I think it's the same for anybody who watches anime. You have the first thing, like I started watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid. It was in English.
Yeah.
And so I'm more used to the English voices. Even though the Japanese aren't bad, they're all women, I think, doing the voices, which is great. I like to have representation out there.
Yeah.
The Japanese voice actresses are sometimes way better than the men. That's because they've been in it longer.
Yeah.
But it's just about who you started with. If we had watched One Piece
in English version,
we'd probably be okay. But the problem with the English version was that it was done by the 4Kids stuff.
Yeah.
And they edited stuff to make it more for kids.
Did you go check this time?
Yeah, you can
okay.
vamp.
What are we going to talk about? Why? So when did the American or the English version come out?
A while ago. I got to actually open the door to see where she is.
Oh, you can't see her in that thing.
But it came out a while ago.
See on the camera.
And that is what's funny about it is that's the biggest reason I didn't watch One Piece when it first came out in English. Is because they edited it horribly. They got rid of all the guns, which is hilarious, and a thing about pirates and cannons.
They do not promote violence.
Yeah.
That's
if you remember, Luffy and them fight Axe Hand Morgan when they meet Zoro, right?
Yeah.
And his son with his stupid hair. Helmeppo. They changed because he had a gun pointed at Kobe's head, was threatening him. What are you doing?
No, keep going.
What are you trying to do? What are you looking? You trying to pause it?
Yeah.
Why?
So that you can go check on her real quick.
Oh, it's fine. She's fine. She always is. Okay, I'll unpause it.
All right, sorry about the interruption.
Well, it wasn't really much of an interruption. It just kind of stops. I'm like, okay, and then hit the button and then unpause.
And what'd you share with me an hour ago?
What?
Exactly. What'd you share with me an hour ago?
That was the business plan for the...
Oh, for the bookstore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd been typing it on my phone, before we started recording.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to you right before we started recording. So.
And I don't think I want to share that name either until...
until somebody gets it. Yeah, until we have it.
Until we see if we need to,
change it.
Copyright it or not patent.
The name for the bookstore?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Patent's not the right
word.
word.
Copyright's the word.
Copyright's the word.
I'm pretty sure.
Patent wouldn't be the word for the podcast. So it would be copyright. Because you didn't create anything physical that
it's just a name.
You don't want somebody to copy.
You just don't want somebody to take the name.
Yeah.
Same with a website or something.
Can you patent an idea for not something physical, but an idea of something?
A lot of people, you can patent the idea ahead of time. If you haven't made it, but you have the schematics or something, you can go to a patent office.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about no. That's what I'm talking about. Can you patent something that can't be made? That maybe that's an idea that's not something physical.
I have no idea.
All right. Anyway, that's a way off. Like that's not even the
the
topic of. That has no reference to the situation. Yes, she's a goof.
She didn't get a good grip, so the blanket slipped out under her and she fell back on the floor. Okay, it's not a very high couch. She's gotten so big.
Yes.
Anyway, I was talking about One Piece earlier, and I completely forgot the thing. They changed his gun into a hammer thing.
Yeah.
Like it was to look kind of like a gun, but it sprung off into a big hammer. Like
yeah, but that in itself was off the topic because this whole point of this conversation is supposed to be a planning session for future. Isn't that supposed to be a planning session?
I don't think we started at the planning. I just started recording
because we were talking about making it.
Yeah, but I mean we can just keep making these episodes until we find what we're looking for.
Yeah, but I don't want.
And then if it becomes famous that way. Because we talk about random crap.
Yeah, I want to make sure that we're working towards something. That was what I was saying earlier. And it has to do with just the way that our brains work and, our neurotype or whatever you want to call it, is that we're really good about making the plans and getting ready. And like we want to get all the stuff and get it set up. And we're feeding our brain that dopamine.
Well, we're at 56 minutes.
Yeah.
So you wanted to talk about mental health at the last.
Yeah, I said the last 15 minutes. So I guess, the last 5 minutes.
We don't have to stop at exactly an hour.
Yeah.
But we can use this last period of time to talk about something, whatever mental health thing you want to talk about.
Yeah. Well, I'll talk about like us and how our planning of this.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, right now in this phase, we're in the beginning of something. And especially, and even though you've never been diagnosed with ADHD, and I'm not sure, I would even say that you have ADHD. I mean, like, number one, I would never diagnose you because I have not graduated school, and I am your mom, so that would be unethical. But you and I have a lot of the same tendencies, and
a lot of people do.
Yeah, and. So anyway, what we're doing right now, and we're in this planning stage, and we're all excited, and we've talked about this before. We've talked about doing a podcast, and we've talked about posting on YouTube, and we've talked about
opening a
business, and doing a bookstore, and we're really good at this phase. We're really good at the planning phase. Let's plan it. We get it out. We get ideas. But we never move forward.
Yeah, we suck at the execution phase.
Yes. Yeah. And so I want to make sure that every session that we're working towards something.
Yeah, we try to move towards an idea. Yeah.
That we're teaching our brains delayed gratification.
Yeah.
Because right now, the majority of our time is spent
on YouTube, Facebook, Reddit,
Facebook. I mean,
we could. This is an offhand, real quick.
Yeah.
We can make our own Reddit or subreddit for our podcast.
Absolutely.
Once we get once we get a few more followers from our zero.
A few more followers.
Yeah.
From ourselves, like we're gonna go follow it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we can make a subreddit where people can give us ideas for sessions or episodes,
Sounds good.
Sessions,
episodes. Yeah, and comment on us and tell us how horrible we are, and then we sound dumb and we don't know what we're talking about. I mean, we're going to get tons of that.
Oh, yeah. But there are also, from what I've seen, there are really nice people out there, too.
Oh, absolutely.
There are people out there who love nothing more than to be part of something.
And I really, I want us to sit down because, I mean, I want us to sit down and
Like an outline.
have clear rules on what we're gonna do, what we're gonna share, expectations, and I'm an open book. I don't know if that comes from some of the diagnosis or is it and that's dumb.
Diagnoses.
Diagnosis
Mm.
that I
Yes.
have. That I do that. I think some of them, or it's characteristic of some of
Mhm.
those behaviors, or those behaviors are characteristic of some of those disorders. But I think some of it is personality and just the way that I grew up, because I grew up in a big family and I spent a lot of time talking to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so I share, and I have to make it a point that I don't put hmm, too much information out there that could affect other people.
Yeah. When we get more into what we want to do with this, we can then we'll be able to edit it down. Like, oh, we mentioned this thing that we don't really want to talk about. Let's edit that out.
Yeah. And
Stuff.
also like what we're going to do as far as nasty people, hateful
I,
comments, and I vote that we don't even engage with those people.
mm,
It's
we just
immediate block.
yeah, we just cut them all.
Yep. And I'm
No,
not saying you can call it. You can tell us that we're
we're not doing something right. Or,
yeah, you can
yeah, advice
criticize
is
us.
yeah, advice and criticism is great. Just don't be mean about it.
Yep. Yep.
Like you can be you can critical of somebody. Ugh, be critical of somebody without
Yep.
being a jerk.
Yep. And don't um curse at people in the comments.
Yeah, I mean it's general.
Don't
Don't
be
be a
rude,
jerk. Yeah, don't.
disrespectful.
It's not that hard. I mean, and I know that people online. I mean, you have a certain bit of anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yeah, it's very hard to say. Yeah, you get about that, and it's so easy for you to be mean because you know. But
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't realize that someone determined enough, someone who knows, internet and coding well enough, they can find you.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, and I think lot of the people who are going to be those kind of rude people are going to be the type of people who don't know that somebody can just look up your IP address and then find your home address
Yeah.
based on that.
Yep.
I mean, you can be a troll, but you got to accept that somebody might be offended and might be able to find you.
Yeah.
And they might not be the type of person who are just going to let it slide.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that is I mean, it's the risk we take.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
And
we,
in our digital age, somebody with the right skills can hurt you way more than physically.
yeah.
They can drain your bank account. They can plaster your conversations, your insults all over your social media. If they can find your address, they can find out who you are.
Yeah. Well,
We can't. We
yeah.
don't know that skill.
Well, I know
People.
I know a few retired police officers, and I know some people. I do. I know some people. And you know this. I do lean more liberal. Um, but I also grew up in Mississippi.
Yeah.
My daddy was a police officer, and I own a few
Guns and stuff.
of the pews. And
We shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't have to censor yourself based on certain words.
I don't think that you should either, but I think that we are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Who said it best? Was it? Oh crap! Yeah, the comedian
George Carlin.
George Carlin.
Okay.
Talking about censoring words and stuff, and it's like, I mean, yeah, and I get the idea you want to soften some of it, but sometimes you need the hard truth.
Okay. So maybe we make that a rule: is that we don't censor ourselves. Maybe we can soften the way that we speak in certain situations, but we don't censor ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, talking about somebody dying, they died.
I don't like that when
The unalive
somebody
stuff. Yeah.
when somebody says unalived, when they say um what's another one? Um when they won't say raped or pedophile
Yeah.
or like murder
Yeah.
or
Why
like why not why
Yeah.
would you, and I get that, I think that they've said, and I don't know, we have not been on social media long enough, we haven't, that
I know, but
we're not participating in those algorithms yet, and it may be that those words, because they cause,
yeah, they trigger certain algorithms to be like, oh yeah,
well,
some people hurt themselves.
because I think that it triggers the algorithms because those words trigger strong emotions in people.
Yeah.
And
we don't deal with them enough.
When you do, when you say those words and you trigger those emotions, then people get in the comments and they get riled up, and then adrenaline starts pumping, and you start attacking people, and then you know what I mean, and then it just maybe it gets dangerous, and then social media companies said, okay, that's too dangerous, and because people don't know how to police themselves, that's what it is. I think maybe we get Papa on
at one point
on one, yeah, on one point, and he can say all his ridiculousness. God love him.
Mm-hmm.
And we can count how many times at the end he
says the thing about it is.
Yeah, maybe he can be our first actual guest.
Maybe. Like, if we can ever get him to come visit us, I'd love to have him in person.
Yeah.
Lane might end up being our first guest.
Oh yeah, but
because I mean he's supposed to come in
at
December,
some point
so.
we have definitely got to do football because the name
is based off something he said.
Yeah,
he says all the time. Yeah, I get it. We are at an hour and 6 minutes. So
okay, so I
want to wrap it up here.
Yeah, we wrap it up here, and then, I mean, of course, we live together, so we're gonna, of course, keep talking. But
yeah, anytime we start having long conversations, we'll probably start recording this, or well, at least until we get to our format, and then we'll sit down and actually have episode.
You know what's hilarious? It's because we can pause this, so we can say, okay,
just keep going,
and then just stop it. Start another one. Oh, welcome back.
How do we sign off? Do we just say, okay, we're done? Bye.
No, I would say, I want to say something catchy, like, and that is the thing about it. Or I don't know.
The thing about it is this is the end.
This is the end. The thing about it is, this is the end. I don't know. Something stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, something very dad jokey.
I mean, it feels like this is a pretty good place to stop.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think we just passed the stop. Okay, all right. This thing about it is, it's the end. Thanks.
Well, Distractable. They say podcast out.
Nah, we're not copying.
I know, but they say stuff like that.
Yeah, the thing about it is, it's the end. Close it up.